people underestimate the amount of nickel that's in their everyday life.
There are so many applications for it, and yet it's a hidden metal because most people don't actually see pure nickel.
It is everywhere you look.
We see it in almost everything we touch.
Nickel is omnipresent.
Nickel.
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 Nickel is in everything.
Car pollutant cause immediate and long-term effect on the environment. Car exhaust release a wide range of gases and solid matter causing global warming. Acid rain harming the environment and human health. Engine noise and fuel spill also cause pollution. This is the main reason why electric power vehicles can help reduce environmental impacts because they don't burn fossil fuel. Nickel is a critical ingredient in the lithium-ion battery cells used in most electric vehicles.
Now I shall explain to all of you about the characteristics of nickel. First, nickel is hard, silvery white metal that is malleable and ductile. It can be compressed or shaped with a pressure without breaking or cracking. Next, nickel can handle high temperature and high pressure, making them suitable to be used in high-performance products like EV batteries in electric car. Last but not least, nickel is a material that can be recycled without quality degradation.
Now, I would like to share on how nickel process. Nickel process by mining nickel mine from lateritic ore is mined from various depth beneath the surface using large earth moving equipment. Lastly, we will go through with refining after the mining and processing to make sure that either lateritic ore or sulfidic ore that remains nickel matte are removed.
We can see from different perspectives about nickel. Production or supply of the company that focusing its production itself. For instance, Bell Company, focusing on mining that is centralized in Brazil, opens their efficient factories in Malaysia, which is located at Teluk Rubiah, Perak, and also our neighboring country, Indonesia. The company runs their factory in Indonesia because Indonesia are one of the biggest nickel production country in the world. According to the data tabulated in 2022, Indonesia produced around 1 million metric of nickel, while Philippines only produced 30,000 metric, in which made the country comes in second.
Electric car company takes steps to use nickel hydrogen because it is much safer for the environment, low cost and rechargeable. The power of battery made from nickel hydrogen are quite good. For example, electric car company Tesla, owned by Elon Musk, has successfully created an electric car and claimed that their car Tesla Roadster can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds and can speed up to 250 miles per hour. It is very amazing to know that electric car can be that fast. Use power from the nickel hydrogen battery.
Did you know, after India, Indonesia is one of the countries who produce large amount of the nickel, and their education system has took an opportunity to develop this element to the next step by introducing it to the university in Indonesia. For example, University Ahmad Dahlan has an Al-Horni electric vehicle team who has successfully created an electric car and take part in Formula Electric Student Competition (FESC) in Indonesia International Motor Show. Their creation has won the competition in different categories. They also won second place in the overall championship. This is one of the proof that Indonesia moving fast to use electric vehicle for full potential and develop more usage of nickel metal. Because of that, many electric vehicle companies interested to invest on nickel supply from Indonesia, such as Tesla company.
Based on all the input that have been highlighted, the hope is that the government should work with the private sector to provide allocation for the opening of factories to increase nickel in our country. With that, we can export nickel abroad and can increase the country finance. The government can also give exposure to young people by holding campaigns or programs that are fully sponsored by the government, so that young people are more interested in following and can develop this sector in our country.
Lastly, the university in Malaysia needs to give exposure to students about EV cars.
all VRT needs to include the EV syllabus in study learning. For example, electric vehicle references course. What we learn in this course among them are types of electric vehicle with technical impact of EV and the environment and future of the EV industry. As the conclusion, as people who love the environment, we need to use nickel as best as possible because nickel gives us many benefits. However, EV can also have bad impact. For example, there has been much concern for the risk to emergency personnel posed by electric vehicles. Their first responders necessarily have to interact with electric cars involved in accidents where exposed cable pose a risk for electrocutions, as well as rupture battery, creating a potential for explosive and fire and chemical burns.